Hello, everybody. Hello, Sweet Crazy. Hello, Diane. Hello, iWalker. Gonna wait for some more people to get in here before we start. Hello, Lisa. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I know it's an early morning for some of yous. Well, welcome, Masio from Florida. Hope it's a little warmer there than it is here. Hello, Rad. Hello, Julie. Hello, Singing DJ. Hello, Karen. Singing DJ, PEI. Thank you. I'm in Ontario. So you guys should be getting a bunch of snow right now because we got it pretty bad and we got more coming. So good morning, Angel. Good morning from Utah. Got people from all over, North Carolina, Florida, PEI, Canada. Well, thank you, Diane. Yes, I asked you, please come in, smash that like button. -62 degrees. Well, I think it's about -15 where I am, and that's Celsius. So Fahrenheit, probably around 10 to 20. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Des says, good morning. Feels like a good morning after last night. Portland, Oregon. Hello, Kit Kat News. Okay, so some news came out yesterday. I'm going to show you a little bit of the video that I've got. Now, I'm not... Hello, welcome to chat, everyone. Please hit that like. Yes, please smash that like button. Got 56 people in here and only 27 likes. It's free. It's free. Smash that like. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Good morning, Cat's Eye. Good morning, Rad. Lisa. Good morning or good afternoon, however it may apply to you guys. Sweet Crazy, good morning. Missy, good morning, Missy. And I forget who it was now, guys, but somebody was trying to get me last night for the snooze, and I was not in shape. We'll leave it at that. Good morning, Jamie from Indiana. Melmac, good morning. Great to see you guys all here. 60 people in here, only 37 likes. Come on, you guys, smash that like button. And then we're going to get right into it. I'm also going to show you guys my Google Earth. Okay, so what I have got. But I'm going to first speak on the breaking news in Cal City at the West home. Heavy police present yesterday. They went in with another warrant. I'm going to show you that video and let you know what I know about it so far. Thank you, Sweet Crazy. Thanks for smashing that. We got 47 now with 60 people in here. Come on, you guys, smash that like button. It's free. Good morning, Deborah from Arkansas. Yes, I did, Diane. I did see that new... Diane's asking if I seen the new police chief interview. Yes, I did. There's also something else that somebody has that come out regarding the police chief, and I'm going to be going and checking that out, but I wanted to get this out. Good morning, Mia from Tennessee. So I will be checking out all those videos. I just was not in the right mind frame to do it last night. Okay, so I'm going to go to a video, you guys. Now, what I have found out is the police did go in with another search warrant yesterday to the West home at 10710 Aspen in California City. So they did go in. They were seen. Let me just see my notes here. Cal City Police, Bakersfield, and crime scene investigators were there. There was 8 cars in total that were at the home yesterday. They had a new search warrant. The police chief, I believe his name is John Walker, was on scene too. Several officers were seen going in the home. Another officer was seen cutting the lock on the gate with bolt cutters. They came out with a whole bunch of stuff, including a big red case, long black poles, a whole bunch of stuff that they come out with. So they have gotten more evidence from that house. Now, you guys know, to get a search warrant, it's pretty hard. You have to have probable cause. So to get another search warrant, we spoke about this, you guys, in the Suzanne Morphew case, how hard it is to get that second search warrant. So before I go to the video, I'm going to let you guys know that to get that second search warrant, they had to be going there for specific things that would have had to be put into a probable cause affidavit to get that search. The second search warrant is very hard to get. Okay, now I do understand apparently at one point in time, the Wests, Jacqueline and Trezell, said that they would have allowed the man, blah, blah, blah. Hello, Graynor Kenny from Scotland. Wow. Hello. From our friends across the water. So to get that second search warrant, they would have had to have probable cause. So we don't know what that is yet. I'm still trying to find any verified information on that. But until there is a case open, like till somebody's charged, I don't know if I can get that. But I am looking into getting that for you guys, okay? So we know that they had to have had probable cause to go back in there. They did go back in there. There was at least 6 officers seen going inside the home, coming out with stuff from the home and the garage out back, including, like I said, these black poles, a big red suitcase. Okay, so let's hope that there's going to be some more information released shortly. I'm keeping my eyes open for it today. I've got a lot to do today. I've got a bunch of different reads I got to do today. And I'm also going to be doing, somebody asked me to do a public read on Jessica Stacks. And she has gone missing from Albany, Mississippi. And that's, I kind of read a little bit on it. So I had some background information. And that's another one that's going to be interesting. So I'm going to do a read on that and see what I can get. I've been asked to do that read, so I'm going to do that. It's going to be a public read. So yes, where are the boys? So my opinion on where they are, you guys, has not changed. I still say they're in that park in Cal City. I'm going to show you guys my map after I go through the evidence here and what has been released so far. So we're going to go right now to okay, I've got to go to my share screen, share audio. Okay, okay, so share screen. We're going to go to this video. Okay, so screen. Hopefully you guys can hear it. We're going to go to this video. I'm going to put the link to this video below. Okay, so screen. Hopefully you guys can hear it. We're going to go to this video. I'm going to put the link to this video and watch below. Okay, so screen. Hopefully you guys. But this is. We're going to go to this video. I'm going to put the link to this video and watch below. Okay, so screen. Okay, you guys. But this could be seen. We're going to go to this now. I'm going to you guys to go and watch here where my pointer is, like at the back of the silver car. Here is the gate. Police were seen going there and cutting with bolt cutters, cutting like at the back off the lot and going in the backyard. And police were also seen going there and cutting with bolt cutters, cutting. So I will show you a bit of this. Police were also seen going there and cutting with bolt cutters, cutting. So Hoodie and Slip, I don't believe they have been moved, but the remains themselves. Hoodie and Slip, I don't believe they have been moved, but the remains themselves. Hoodie and Slip, I don't believe they have been moved, but the remains themselves. Hoodie and Slip, I don't believe they have been moved. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing that.
There's a total of 8 members of law enforcement out here. 2 of them, as you can see, are in their truck, and then the other 6 are inside the house, I believe. There's a total of 8 members of law enforcement out here. 2 of them, as you can see, are in their truck, and then the other 6 are inside the house, I believe. There's a total of 8 members of law enforcement out here.
Cheyenne, if
2
you're
of them,
trying
as
to
you can see, are
rotate
in
your
their
camera
truck,
to the
and then the
back
other 6 are
side,
inside the
if you look
house.
at your screen where it says my camera and then my camera,
Cheyenne,
if you're trying to rotate your camera setting back to the side, if you look at your screen where it says my camera and my camera, Cheyenne, if you're trying to tap where it says camera setting back, you'll tap that. If you look at your screen where it says my camera and then my camera, if you're trying to tap where it says camera setting back, you are on your front facing camera, select my camera and then camera, and then turn to the back so we won't, we can see yeah, great. I just want to that's only for so you're welcome. I'm gonna drop back down. And then to turn it back, you do the same thing. That's only for okay, so you're welcome.
Thank you, sweetie.
And then to turn it back,
So yeah, right now it's not much going on. Here's what I got in the house. I do know, I don't, well, let me say, I don't know for a fact. I just know that it's been reported that they have found human remains alongside. I do know, I don't know, let me say, I don't know for a fact. The way that I was going, it's been reported that they have found some human remains that would be headed alongside. I do know, I don't know, so I'm not sure exactly what was found. Like I said, it's just been found some human remains that would be headed alongside.
Okay, you guys, let me, I know, sorry, you guys, I am trying very much. They also had, whoever was doing that video on their channel, they also had echo too, and they were trying to get theirs fixed. It was their audio, not mine, because I had my audio muted. But they had the same problem. If you go, I'll link that video. So if you guys want to go and see the video, I will link it. But they were having the same problem as mute monitors audio. Yeah, they were having the same problem as I am with this echo in. And then when the other girl came in on that, so you guys can go over there. I will link the link to that video down below so you guys can go and watch it yourself. So yeah, I'm just reading some of your comments here. Let me see over here. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm just going to put a link in my description for that video. You guys can go and watch it. But what was said in that video, there was a lady that was there with the long reddish kind of hair. And yeah, they had the same problem as I did, you guys, with the echo. So that's why I muted myself, and even playing it, I guess you guys heard all that echoing. That was on their side. It wasn't on mine. Hello, Weber family. No, nobody has checked the park yet, which I'm giving up trying to get it out there and get somebody to go, like somebody reliable, like AK or AV or AWP or something to go out there, because they're in the water. As far as I've been shown with my cards and everything, they are in the water there. So we would need somebody who could get in the water, and I don't know how deep the water is or anything, but no, as far as I know, nobody is. Corey H, did you get my email? I haven't been in my email yet this morning, Corey, but I will go and check it. Yeah, so I really hope that somebody, like I said, like AK or AW, not AW, AV, or Adventures with Purpose, or somebody goes out there and searches that water all around. I'm going to show you guys that. So I'm going to bring up this now. No, I hope to God there's no audio in this, because I'm going to mute whatever this video is. I'm going to share my screen. Share. Okay, so I got that video muted. Okay, so this is the skeletal remains that were found, and I'm going to go to my Google Maps, you guys, and I'm going to show you exactly where this is. Okay, so apparently skeletal remains have been found, and everybody's going nuts again about this, saying it's Orrin and Orson. If you read down here, it says right here, on Friday, California City Police Chief John Walker said the remains found Thursday were not related to the investigation of the disappearance of Orrin and Orson West. Okay, so these remains, you guys, are not related to Orrin and Orson. There's a lot of videos out there saying that everybody's thinking that this is the boys. They're saying, obviously, they have some kind of information regarding these remains that they can positively say it's not related. And can you guys hear me okay right now? Sheila Isaac says adopted mom got her phone back, claims police. Okay, thank you, Angel. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, you guys, is I'm going to go over to Google Earth. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here, you guys. So here's the Naval Air Weapons Station, China Lake. Here's where they found the skeletal remains on the side of the road. I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, so this area here at Jack's Ranch Road and Ridgecrest Boulevard, it's in this area on the side of the road somewhere where they found the remains. Masio, I agree. I don't think they made it to the home. I don't think the kids were ever in that home. I believe that between moving from Bakersfield to Cal City, I believe that the area that I'm drawn to and that I keep being drawn to, and I do a read every day to see if anything's changed, I believe the kids are there because it would, that's what I'm being shown, number one, by my cards. Number two, it would fit his narrative. He's not the sharpest tool in the drawer, okay? But there's certain things that slipped out which lead me to believe the area that I have come across is where they are. Somebody said that the adopted mother's phone was given back and everything was erased from it. I don't know if they can do that, and I don't think that phone would be returned yet because it's still part of an ongoing investigation. So I don't know where that information come from, but I'm not going to believe anything until I see it verified. I also know that they had other phones that the police did not know about. So there's a lot of distraction going on, you guys. A lot of distraction. A lot. Okay, so here's where the skeletal remains were found. Okay, this big X here. So I'm going to zoom out now and I'm going to show you how far that is from their home. Okay. So here is the west home. So if I go over here, I can go west home to here, and it shows me it's 37 miles from the west home. Okay, it's 37 miles. And the police are saying that it is not related. Okay, so here's Bakersfield over here, you guys. Okay. This is another area I kind of sort of hit on. Now, as you can see, this is the road that they would have taken to move to Cal City. Okay. From Bakersfield, this road here. That road there is 58. Highway 58. Okay, so this was another area right here of interest to me in this area, either here or here on each side of the road where they could have come off the road. But every time I did a read on it, it was telling me no. Okay, so we're going to continue going down 58 where they would have went, where they would have drove. Okay, they would have drove all along this 58 to get to their new home, which is here. They would have drove as far as here and got off at this exit. Okay, see this exit here? So from Bakersfield is down this way. So they would have got off the highway here and came across California City Boulevard. Okay, this is California City Boulevard to get to their home, their new home. Okay, this is where the area is. This is California Boulevard, the road that they would have came down off the highway. Okay, so this is the home. This is the park. This is where I believe in this area. This is what I was trying to explain to you guys the other day. All this dark area here is water. Okay, so here's the baseball diamond. Here's the parking lot. There's a dog park. There's a bunch of stuff around here. This is where I believe the boys are going to be, is in this water here. But this whole area of water should be searched, especially on each side of this road here. I believe they're behind the baseball diamond. Okay, so I'm going over the map. This is where I believe they are. Now, like I was saying, you guys, with Trezel's interview, with him saying, I'm going to go over this again, just for the ones that didn't catch it the last time. No, this park has not been searched. Trezel messed up a couple times, and I believe even when somebody's lying, within every lie, there's some truth somewhere. You got to be able to focus on that and pick it out. When he messed up and said, oh, they'll be around here somewhere, not only are my cards showing me this area, it also fits his narrative. He said the kids went out the side gate. We know that's not true, but this is his narrative. This is what he wants us to believe. So those kids are going to be found somewhere in that area, and he slips up and says that. To be found in Bakersfield would not fit the story he was trying to tell of the kids going missing on the 21st from that home. We know the kids never made it to that home. I believe the kids were placed here in this area to fit the story that they were going to tell in December. I believe that this was done around the beginning of October. It's before they announced the kids gone missing. I'm kind of getting the beginning of October. I don't think the boys ever made it to that house. I believe this was all pre-planned, and this was part of the pre-planned. In his interview, he also says that they were playing and this and that, and then it got dark. I went in, came out, they were gone. I believe that he did have these kids at the park, which would not look out of character for a father to have his kids playing at the park. I believe once dusk happened, when it started getting dark, people who may have been here left, which was then his, how can I say it? That's when, under the cover of darkness, that he could bring the boys from the area they were playing, could have killed them here and tossed them in here. This, don't forget, I believe this was all pre-planned. I believe this happened the beginning of October. I do not believe the kids ever made it to the house. Okay, Angel says, how far is this from the home? Good question. Here's the home down here. Let's measure the distance. Here's the home. Here's the park. Let's go to, we're going to go in miles. 0.4 miles. Okay, 0.4 miles, not far at all. Okay, it would also fit his narrative that the kids went out the side door. If the kids, if we were to believe what he said, the kids went out that side gate, they wouldn't be far from the home. You know what I mean? Or say they were taken, if he wants us to believe that. It wouldn't be far. He messes up when he says they'll be around here somewhere. My card showed me this area, and this is what I'm sticking with, you guys. Yep, mamas are whack-a-mole. Okay? This would also fit his narrative. In every lie, there's a bit of truth. So I believe I'm going to go to the little bonum here. Look at that. We can go right in here, you guys. We're going to go in, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is the baseball diamond. Okay. He could have been playing here with the kids. Okay. And I believe this is all premeditated. See how there's a dog park and this and that. There's another little area here. So other people could have been here. I think he waited for the cover of darkness to start setting in. All these people that would have been in this area at the dog park, etc., would have left. And I believe he could have either killed them in the van, put them into whatever with weight, or had stuff in his van. He could have parked right here, you guys. Everybody else leaves because it's getting dark. He stays, and he did something. I believe the boys were killed here. And it would not be out of place. Nobody would think, oh, look at that, a dad playing with his two little boys. Nobody would think anything of it. Okay, so you go down here. Okay, this is behind the baseball diamond. Now you can see the water? He could have walked through these trees here and deposited them here. That's what I think happened. And there's also, I guess, water over here somewhere too, but it would be too much in the open over here. I believe he went through here. Okay, so here's the baseball diamond. He could have went in the trees behind. He could have had everything that he needed to put the boys into with weight and everything, killed the boys and deposited them here, and then just totally left. Okay, and he would have come out here and turned left to go home, and he's 0.4 miles from home this way down here. Okay, so we're going to go back to the map. Sorry guys, I'm not very good at this, but I'm learning. Okay, so he would have come out. This is where I told you he would have come out and turned left. He's 0.4 miles from the home. Yes, I did realize that, Mama Shan Shan. Okay, so here's the park, here's their home. This is what I showed you earlier, you guys. This is the route that night. He left, come down, around, and came back down like this when he apparently searched for the boys. Now, so there was an area over here, okay, that people searched over here, okay? This area here and here was searched by a search team. I also picked up over here in this area over here. Here's the home. I also believe that there was things, not the kids' bodies, but I believe that there was other things that were thrown into this area. Some kind of evidence, something to do with the boys, something was in this area here, was disposed of here. This is outside of the area that they had searched. I believe they had searched this area over here. It was farther out. It was over here that I think there was things that could have been found, may still be found unless somebody seeing this has gone there and taken stuff. But I believe it's this area here, okay, which is at the end of Princeton Avenue. I think I can take you right there to show you. Yeah, I can get there right there. Okay, so if you look at the area, in this area somewhere, there's stuff that can be found. And actually, if you look at it, there's something there. But I don't know the date of these pictures, but you see there is a lot of stuff thrown at the end of this. So I believe in this area out here, something else is going to be found in regards to the boys. Okay. And as you can see on the map, that area is over here. The park is here. Okay, I also want to, I forget who it was now, but corrected me. And like I said, you guys, when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. I had also said, when I talked about the night, about the wrapping of gifts, I said, look at that, there's no light on. That was the garage window that I was mistaken for. This is the master bedroom on this side, right here in the back. I was mistaking that window that I was seeing as the master bedroom and said, look, she's not in the master bedroom wrapping presents. It was the garage window I was seeing. So I stand corrected there. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to my other monitor, you guys, and check out some of the chat. I do believe that he was thrown in the water. They were thrown in the water. So when we go back to this, you guys, you see here where I said they were probably playing here. He was probably parked right here. I believe they were playing in this area. Now it looks a lot bigger here, but when you're actually down there, it's not. I believe this was all premeditated. I believe this is the water's edge here. Here's all the water. Here's the water's edge. See how it goes around? I believe that he could have hidden stuff prior to doing this to the boys. He could have hid stuff in this area that he would then put the boys into with weight and throw into the water. So let's say he was here playing with the boys. Waited for it to get dark. Everybody left. He took the boys into here, and these were where the boys were murdered. Then put into whatever he put them into and weighted down and tossed in here. He never would have had to come out here where he could have been seen if somebody did come in. And it would have been in the cover of darkness. Like it started getting dark, like he said in his video. But this didn't happen on December 21st. This was pre-planned. I believe this happened in October. I do not believe the boys ever stepped foot inside that house. The cadaver dogs did pick up on a scent, maybe from the boys, but you got to realize the boys' scent will still be on any furniture, anything they touched. The boys' scent could still be on with things that were moved into that house, okay? That could have been from when they were at the other house that scent was picked up. I don't believe the boys ever made it inside that house. I believe that this was done to the boys during their move from Bakersfield to Cal City. And they would never, they thought nobody would ever think anything at the new house because they were never seen there. And nobody would ever think of anything at the Bakersfield house because they were moving. So that's why I believe it was in that time frame that they were moving from Bakersfield to California. I believe this was done the beginning of October. So the people in Bakersfield wouldn't say anything about the boys being missing because they were moving. The people in California would not say anything about, you know, seeing 6 kids and then only seeing 4 because they've only ever seen 4 because the boys never made it there. I believe this was done before, during the move. And I believe if they weren't killed in the van itself, which I don't think he would do because there would be evidence in the van. I believe he brought stuff and planted it in here, hid it in here. So on the day that he did decide that this is the day that sometime beginning of October, when he decided it was going to be the day that he did this to the boys, I believe he took the boys to the park, played with them, did it under a cover of darkness, put them in whatever he had here or in the van, and deposited them here. But I do believe that this is all water here, you guys. I don't believe he would have come out this way because he could have been seen if anybody did come in. That's why I'm drawn here. this area. And I believe that they will be in the water. But I do believe, I don't know if this water moves a lot, but this water should be checked. I don't know what's here now. I don't know the date of this photo here, you guys. Mia, no, this is not from today. I don't know what the date is on this, but I know it's got to be within the last year or so anyway. But I believe there's something built up here now. But this will be pretty much the same. Okay? This baseball diamond's still here, the parking's still here, the dog park and that is still here. I believe that's what happened, and that's what I'm sticking to, you guys. So we'll go back to this. So I'm going to look at the comments here. Lynn Bug, yes, I covered that right at the beginning of this video. And now I'm just kind of giving a little bit more info because there's a lot of people that keep messaging me, asking me about this park and why do I think they're there and how far is it from the home. So I figured this was just easiest to do it this way. Weber family says Chalky was the dog's name. If that's true, Weber family, it just sets off more red flags. They were playing with chalk. The dog named Chalky. They were playing. They went missing at dusk as it started getting dark. I believe it happened here, and I believe it was premeditated. I believe it was done between the move from Bakersfield to California. I believe it happened the beginning of October, and I feel it happened right here at the dog park, like behind this baseball diamond. So it's just funny how things correlate. Okay, so again, I will show you, you guys. I'm going to zoom out here. This is where the remains were found up here. This is Bakersfield. This is where the remains were found that they are investigating. I did show at the beginning of this video that, excuse me, that the police have said that they do not believe it's related to the Orrin and Orson case, the skeletal remains that were found. But yesterday there was a heavy police presence at the home. Police were seen going in and out. Police were seen cutting the bolt. The police are all along here. There was 8 cars. They cut the bolt at the gate back here. They were seen, here's the front door. They were seen going in and out of the house, and they came out with a lot of evidence bags. They were seen coming out of the gate area here yesterday. This is the big police presence yesterday. California City Police were there, Bakersfield Police and crime scene investigators were there. They cut the bolt. They were seen coming out with a lot of things, including a big red case and long black poles, amongst other belongings. So I'm waiting on an update for that, you guys. So this is where the police presence is in the video that I will link that shows the police there. I'm going to link that video. It will be in the description. I tried to show it to you guys, but you guys were getting a lot of echo. So I'm just going to link that video, and you're going to see when I link the video, when you go to that guy's page to see the video of this, when the police were there yesterday, you're going to see they have the same problems as me with the echoing. Mom Osser says, Willow, does it show how deep the water is or if it attaches to something else? At the park, I'm going to go back over here. The water, the water links to this body of water up here and up here. So this here, where you can see my pointer, is all water, and this is all linked. This all comes down and flows into here. Okay? So this water here, besides the road, there's water here that comes all the way around, and it also links up to water here, which is, let's see here. I don't know what this is, you guys, up here. California City Recreation Center. It looks like a big pool. Looks like maybe some kind of gazebos or something here. But this water links to the Central Park Lake here, okay, where I believe the boys are here. I don't know what's been built up in here, you guys, yet. Maybe some docks or something. But if we go this way, it looks like there's private homes or something along this side. Over here, there's another big parking area. There's tennis courts. This is all water. And yes, this does all, see how it goes through here. There's a bridge going over the water up into this area here. So yeah, all this water all up through here, somehow, whether it's just through streams or whatever, all links down into here, which there's another bridge here that links down into here. Okay, there's all water here. It looks almost like some kind of complex over here, which links down into here, but there's a lot of brush around here. I believe the boys, here's the baseball dam, and this is where I believe it happened, where he possibly killed them, put them into whatever he did, and weighted them down and threw them in here. This is the edge of the water here. I believe he was parked over here. Okay, and this is 0.4 miles from their home. So I believe in with either bringing stuff to the new home. This is the road they would have came down from Bakersfield once they got off the highway. I think he took a little detour, put some stuff here that he was going to use to put the boys in and weigh them down. Okay, I don't believe he had the boys with him on this trip. Probably went over here, dropped off some stuff at the house, and went back to Bakersfield. He would have went back again past this way. I believe that he then brought the boys with him on a trip towards California City, but the kids never continued past here. Their home is over here. As you can see, here's the home. The boys never made it past here. I believe he came in here, did what he did to the boys in this area here, and disposed of them here. The boys never made it past this point in California City. That is my, yes, this is the Best Western California Suites. So it's right across from that. This is, in my opinion, only, you guys. I update my reads for myself daily to see, have they been moved from this area? I am still being, as of yesterday, I haven't done the read yet today. As of yesterday, I'm still being drawn to this park. Jessica says, I'm going to end up going out there and searching myself. The thing is, Jessica, I don't know if anything, I think he probably would have cleaned this area up really good. But I believe they're going to be in this water. So unless you have sonar or dive suits that you can get in this water. So now this is what I'm going to explain again, you guys. Maryland, no, I just stated that. I don't think the boys ever made it past this. I believe they made it to California City. Okay, here's the home. I don't think this is the road they would have come in on off the highway from Bakersfield. The boys never made it past here, which means they never made it to the house. They were killed here, is in my opinion. Okay, so I forget where I was going. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to, this is behind the baseball diamond at this park. I believe they were killed in this area here, maybe strangled, whatever, put into something that he had already pre-planted here. And this is very bushy, so nobody, he could have done this the day before, put the stuff there and then brought the boys, and this is where they were done. They weren't done inside the van or at either house, because that would leave evidence there. He brought it here. He brought them to this park, played with them till dusk, killed them here where he had stuff waiting to have them put into after he killed them, and I believe they were thrown into here. Now, with this area, like I said, this is all water here. Now, if my theory and what my cards are telling me are right, the boys' bodies would have resurfaced again in this area within a week. And if you look, okay, you can see this is all really hidden with bush. So even people walking by here might not have seen it. But within a week, their bodies would have resurfaced for a day or so, and then would have sunk again to the bottom. I don't know how deep this is, guys. I wish I did. So when their bodies resurfaced, their bodies could be anywhere in this area. And then they would have sunk down again. Okay, and with the COVID and everything, guys, and the strict orders, there wouldn't be a lot of people out back here going to whatever is here because it was closed down, right? Everything was shut down. So this fits. And this is the area that I keep being drawn to and keep being drawn to in every updated read I do. I'm still drawn to this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I keep asking the ancestors, please tell me if this is still where I'm drawn. And it is. This is where I'm drawn to. And everything fits. This area, I wouldn't say up into here. This water area here needs to be searched. Every inch of this needs to be searched. I'm drawn to this area here. Even with the bodies coming back up after 4 or 5 days, they would resurface. They would then go back down after a couple of days. They would sink again. I am drawn to this area here, but this all should be searched. It's not very big, so it wouldn't take very long for Adventures with Purpose to search that. I don't know how deep it is, so I don't know if they can get in there with sonar. But I know they could dive in here. But it needs to be searched. Again, I will go back and just to show you guys how well hidden this is. Okay, so I don't know what's been built up here, but you see the gates? It's all closed off here. Anything that's there would have been closed due to COVID. See what I mean? How there's brush and trees all along here. People wouldn't see it unless they had a reason to come back here. And even so, sorry, this is very high. So even if they had resurfaced again here, unless you were looking for them, you wouldn't see them. See how dense this bush is? See how dense this is? You wouldn't see it. And this was all closed off, so nobody would have a reason to go back there. So, and here's the baseball diamond. I believe what happened to them happened in this area right here, and they were disposed of in that water there. Out of sight, cover of darkness. Took the boys here to play. Probably a day or so beforehand, had planted stuff in here that he intended to use after he killed the boys. I believe once everybody left at dusk, they should have left, but they didn't. I believe this is where the boys were killed. I believe that he was parked over here. I believe he took the kids from this ball diamond where he was playing with them, or there maybe this area here where he was playing with them, took them into this bush and did what he did to them. And that's where any evidence would maybe be found here, but I believe he had stuff there already waiting. And this was before. They never made it to the house. They made it as far as this and no further in California City. And thinking about it on another perspective from an investigation point, it would make perfect sense. Nobody would question in Bakersfield them being gone because they were moving to California. So on the way to California, he did this at this spot. They never made it any further than here. So once they moved into the house in California, the neighbors and that there would only see 4 kids. They never seen 6, so they would never question why they were only seeing 4, if they seen any kids at all. You know what I mean? Because it was done before they got there. It was done here. This is where I believe it was done. Okay, and I was also, I'm going to zoom out here, another area that I was kind of drawn to. Okay, so here's Bakersfield, was this area here as another possible, but I'm not getting the same vibe or anything from my readings regarding this area. It would be this area here. I was also getting vibes on. I'll take you down. I don't know if I can. Yes, I can right here. I'll take you here first, because if on the way they disposed of them, look at this, you guys. They could have been disposed in this area too. This is a road that comes off the highway where they can come off the highway and go right back on easily. It's very wooded. Okay. So that area I just showed you was here. And this is leaving California. So on the way back from California City, going back to Bakersfield. This is coming from Bakersfield. It's very wooded on both sides. So they could have even pulled off the road here, gone here. There's nothing really in sight here. And they could have dumped them here. But I'm not drawn to that area as much as I am. Let's turn this around right. Okay. So this is the area here. This is leaving Bakersfield. Could he have done the same thing that I think happened at the park? Okay, because the park is right here by their home. Could they have done it there? I don't know. But I was kind of drawn there, but I was drawn even more so here. Feuden, I don't think he did anything to them in the van. I don't think there's any evidence to be found in the van, because I don't believe it was done in the van. And I think that is why it wasn't done at the Bakersfield place, because there would be some kind of evidence that they could find, bodily fluids, stuff like that. It wasn't done at the new house for the same reasons. It wasn't done inside the van for the exact same reasons. So they can search in Bakersfield home. They can search in the Cali home. They can search the van. They're not going to find any bodily fluids like that, because it wasn't done in any of those places. They were transported in the van, and it's not unusual for a scent for the boys to be found in the van. But what would be unusual is any blood or bodily fluids. That's why I believe it was done here and the bodies disposed of there. This is in the cover of bush and darkness and perfect dumping ground. That way, other than this area here, where I believe he murdered them, and where they're disposed of here, there won't be any bodily fluids found anywhere else. Not in the van, not in the Bakersfield home, and not in the Cali home. And that's why I was more drawn here. This is a cover of darkness, close to home. It's the new home. The other place on the side of the highway, there was a chance he could have got caught there. Here, I don't believe he would have. Cover of darkness. So I'm going to end it there with this screen sharing, you guys. But that is my reasons why. So now I can look at your guys' comments. Pay attention to your comments now. So I'm just giving you guys, I just gave you guys like a little bit of a rundown on why I believe it happened there. Number one, it's because I was drawn there by my readings. Number two, it fits his narrative, just not the date or the place. You know what I mean? He says they were playing outside and then they disappeared. Right. They were playing outside at Cal Park. It got dark and they disappeared. That's right. It got dark. He did what he did and he disposed of them in the water. So within a little bit of lie, there's always some truth. And it didn't happen on December 21st. I believe this happened the beginning of October. I don't believe that the kids ever made it past the entrance to that park. I do not believe they ever made it to that home in Cal City. I don't believe it happened in Bakersfield. I don't believe it happened at the new home. I believe it happened in between, during the move. Dorothy says they have an old van parked in front of the grandma's home in Bakersfield. Yes, that van has somebody checked it out and talked to the neighbors. That van hadn't moved in a long time. Yeah, I think we all know what happened to the boys. Yes, I do not believe the boys are still in the physical world. But I just gave you guys a rundown of what I think and this has come to me right from the very beginning. The day after the boys went missing, when I did the first ever read on them, I was drawn to this park and that's where I still am. I have not left that park. My reads have not taken me from that park. Deborah Van Winkle, that just falls right into place. Another lie. He stated no scent of the boys outside. Lies, lies, lies. Right. This way, you guys, and I believe he's had help with this, not just from his wife. There's outside interference. He's not smart enough to do this on his own. This is why they're not worried, because there's no evidence of the Bakersfield home or area. There's no evidence at the new home. There's no evidence in their van. We didn't do it. No, you did do it, bud. And you did it on your way from Bakersfield to California City. Those boys never passed California City Park, the park I just showed you. They never passed there. Those boys, I believe, were murdered at that park in the bush I showed you and then deposited in the water behind. That's what I believe, in my honest opinion, and that's what my cards have shown me. You guys are very welcome. Mom Osser says, don't forget those words that she had to just mention as well. Yes, I believe the adopted mother had said, the boys don't wander. So which is it? Did they wander off or did they not wander? Like, I just don't believe any of it. But what I do believe is there's a little truth in every lie. I hate laundry. No. There's him using the van to take the kids from Bakersfield to Cal City Park. I don't believe they ever went past Cal City Park. To bring the boys in the van, even if they found hairs from the boys in the van, that's normal. The boys are in and out of that van all the time. That's their parents' van. That's what they used to get around in. But finding any kind of bodily fluids like blood, stuff like that in the van would not be proper. So that's why I believe he did use his van to go to that park in Cal City. And he killed the boys in the bush in Cal City Park behind the baseball diamond, and then deposited them in the water. So there would be no DNA, no blood, no nothing, no evidence at the home in Bakersfield, in that van, or at Cal City home. They never made it to the home in Cal City. They never made it past that park. Guys, there's not going to be anything found in the van. Whether they can search all their vehicles all they want. They're going to find probably hairs or stuff like that of the boys being in the vehicles. Yeah, of course. Because the boys, they took the boys shopping, they took the boys here, there would be hair in those vehicles. But if there was blood or bodily fluids, that's why there would be a problem. That's why the boys weren't killed in Bakersfield at their home, or in the van, or in the Cali home. That's why they were brought alive to play at the park, which would not be out of the ordinary, a dad playing at the park, and then killed in the bushes behind when people had left the park at dusk. Central Park. Okay, Des just sent me something. Of the area circled. I don't know what that correlates to, Des. Somebody else, someone sent this to me, I believe. Oh, so somebody else is saying this. Is that what you're saying, Des? Is that somebody else is hitting on Central Park too? Is that what you're saying, Des? Des just sent me a picture of Des was sent a picture of the same park I'm talking about, circled with arrows on stuff at the same park that I have said since day one. Okay, somebody sent that to her. I don't know if she wants me to mention her name, so I'm not going to. Okay, so who? Okay, I know she sent it to you, Des, but did she send that to you because somebody else is now eyeing that park too? Is somebody else saying that park is of interest, the Cal City Park? Okay, so by what I'm understanding is now there is somebody else that is saying that Central Park in Cal City is a place of interest because they've got a big yellow circle around it with arrows. The arrows don't point to the same parts that I believe they are, but it's still the same park. So somebody else is being drawn to that park now too. But I've been drawn to this park since day one, you guys, and I've been trying to get, the right people and people we can trust. The name of the park is Central Park. I'll bring up the map again, you guys. Okay, so this is the park I'm talking about. Shady Booty. We've tried to get AV Watchman and the crew to get out there and search it, and they refuse. They're not doing it for some reason. I don't know why. I believe Bakersfield is a distraction. I mentioned the park in another live this week. Yeah, I don't think they want to get into water, so it's got to be like Adventures with Purpose. If Adventures with Purpose would come out and search this, Like I said, this is the area where I'm pointing to right now. This is the area where I believe the boys were killed. And then they were dumped into the water here. I believe his van was parked over here. The boys, okay, I'm going to show you guys again because people are asking. Here's the house. This red house. That's their house in California City that the police just searched again yesterday. This is the way up here, the California City Boulevard, coming up from the left of your screen. This is, they would have got off the highway from Bakersfield when they were moving to Cal City. They would have got off the highway onto California City Boulevard. They would have had to come right past this park to get to their house over here. I don't believe the boys ever made it past here. So I believe that he brought the kids alive from Bakersfield, came in, parked here, played with the boys here till dusk. So I don't know what time. It would be later in the afternoon that he brought the boys over here. Played with the boys here. So no bodily fluids will be found in that van. He takes the boys out of the van. And I believe maybe a couple days beforehand, he had already placed items in this bush that he was going to use to put the boys into. So the boys get out of the van alive. They're not going to find any bodily fluids in that van. If they find the boys' hair or fingerprints or whatever, it's normal. The boys would have been in that van going shopping, whatever. That's why I believe they were brought here, killed here. So bodily fluids and stuff may be found here and then dumped here. No, I do not believe the other boys, the other kids were here during this. And I believe this happened the beginning of October. Okay? So again, that is my theory that I have got from my card reads from day one. I believe my cards have told me from day one, this is where it happened. No, he wouldn't have brought any of the other kids with him with this when he did this. I believe he was alone, if you want my honest opinion. And this is my opinion only, you guys. And this is by my read from day one, from them going missing. From day one, my cards gave me this park. But it did not happen here on December 21st. This happened beginning of October, that time frame area there, as they were moving from Bakersfield to California City. I do not believe the boys ever made it past this point here. The boys never made it to this California house here. They never made it there. They never made it past here. Okay, so you can see how close it is to the house. They never made it past here. When he pulled into this park, the boys were alive. The boys died here. And then were disposed of in the water behind here. And I believe it happened the beginning of October. Shady Booty, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what their motive for killing them would be, unless they had a life insurance policy on them. Or now that they were adopted, maybe they thought that they could get away with killing the boys, getting rid of them, and still collecting the money for them, and nobody would know. I don't believe in any hearsay. Sophia Martinez said the cousin who was there at the original press conference has made a video to clear things up and share what she saw and knows. Yeah, I'm not going to believe anything that comes from their side of the family unless it can be proven to be correct. because there's just too much distraction going on. This one's saying this, this one's saying that. You know, the big thing, let's go over this. The big thing a week or so ago was, oh my God, they're in Bakersfield at this park, blah, blah, blah. There's chalk. There's this, that, there. They went, it was bogus. So then the next big thing coming, oh my God, they're in a hidden room, blah, blah. It's been proven to be bogus. Every inch of that house was searched. The next big thing, oh my God, now they're hidden under a slab in the house. Do you see what I mean by distractions, you guys? People are coming up with distractions. And me personally, you guys, and I don't mean this against any other YouTuber or anybody else that, you know, has their own theories. I do not believe that they are anywhere in the Bakersfield area. This is where I believe they are. And I've explained it over and over as to why. Yes, Darlene, Des sent them to me. So I'm led to believe now that somebody else is interested in this area too. But they're pointing to up. Okay, let me see. Hold on. In this map that you sent, I'm going to point to the areas. Okay, so the picture that I was just sent, so obviously somebody else is interested in this area too. They circle this whole area here. There's an arrow pointing to this area here. There's an arrow pointing to this area here. And there's an arrow pointing to this area here. So let me go over this. Why I don't think that they would be here. I don't know why these, I don't know who is interested. I am doing that right now, Des. I don't know who sent this photo. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to do this. This is the photo that I received. They've got this area. Okay, they've got, I'm just going to put a Z. Ah, see, I'm dumb. Okay, anyway, they've got an arrow pointing to this area. Des, I'm doing it right now. Okay, so they're pointing out this area and this area, I believe, if I'm looking at this right. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's start with this area because it's closest to the area that I got. Somebody is pointing out this area. Oh, dang it, you guys. Sorry. Somebody right now sent Darlene a photo, which has arrows pointing to this area. Okay? Now I'm going to get rid of that. So we're going to go over this area first. Okay? So it's this. Okay, Des, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, so they're pointing to this area here. I don't believe they're in this area unless they floated up and around somehow. There's a bridge here going from this island across. This looks like a bridge type thing. I don't believe that they're going to be up here, although it should all be searched. I don't believe they would be up there because of the access he would have to get. Like, he would have to walk all the way around here, cross some bridges to get the, you know what I mean? Or he would have had to go this way, across all here with the bodies and up around here. And then there's other things up here. So I don't see that. The other area that was being highlighted, you guys, was this area. And there's just too many houses and stuff around here that he would have been seen easily. So I don't believe it's up there either. He would have no reason to be in this area. Okay, so any of these areas here, you guys, like this here, he would have no explanation as to why he was there. Could they be in this area here? Possibility, but it would be too far. You know what I mean? He would have to walk through a lot of brush with dead bodies to get them over into this area. Because the water doesn't flow through here, I don't think. If it does, there could be a possibility, but I think the bodies would have been seen easier over here than over in this area. Okay, so I'm going to go back to... Okay, so I'm just going to use my second monitor, guys, so I can leave this map up. You don't like the church area? Where's the church? See, there's a recreation. West Point Physical Therapy. There's an ATM thing over here. There's a senior citizen center here. Oh, the church over here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not drawn to that, and it would be too much in the open. Melinda, no, the boys have not been found, but there was another search warrant done on the house yesterday. Thank you, Southern Soul Tarot, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Yeah, okay, and I also talked about that. I'm going to show you right now, Melinda. I'm going to link in the description of the video once this is done. Okay, so if you see the X up here, this is where the skeletal remains were found. And the police have said that it is not connected to Orrin and Orson. It's not connected to their case. This is where it was found. It's like 37 miles away from the home in Ridgecrest. Okay, so I'll zoom in for you. The skeletal remains were found right here in one of these corner lots at Jack's Ranch Road and Ridgecrest Boulevard. They were in this area. And the police have said that they do not believe that it's connected to the Orrin and Orson case. So I'm assuming, I know the remains have been sent for forensics to see if they don't even know if they're human. So they have been sent in. They've been sent in, but they're saying with a lot of certainty that they're not connected to the Orrin and Orson case. So I'm assuming they're too big to be remains of children. or it could be an animal. They don't know yet. Shady Booty, yes, I do. I believe that they are deceased. So we're going to go back here to the area of the home. I'm going to zoom in as much as I can so you guys can see that baseball diamond here. This is where I believe they were killed, in this area here, and I believe they were dumped in here. Okay, so let me go back to the comments. Oh, thank you, Darlene. Thank you, Darlene, for that super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me just go through some of these. Yes, I haven't. Okay, so retired Sergeant Melinda says correct in my opinion. I'm scrolling back through the comments here. Yeah, it's hard because I've got 2 monitors now to watch, and then I got my phone going off, and so and you know me. Oh, look, a squirrel. Okay, so I'm going to go back. Oh, I can't. I wanted to highlight your comment, Plain Jane, but I can't do it on my second monitor. Plain Jane says the bridge near the baseball field is out of commission. Okay, so that's why I'm saying, you guys, that I feel he would not have killed them in the van because that would leave evidence in the van. So I believe he did bring them there in the van, but they never went past this point. They never made it to the home. I believe that he did play with them for a while here until everybody left, when it started getting dark and everybody else left. I believe that he already had stuff in this bush area here that he planned on using to put their bodies in before he dumped them in the water here. So I believe they were murdered in this area here and then dumped here. Wow. I wish I knew how deep this water was here. Like, could Adventures with Purpose get in there with their sonar? Can they get in there and dive? So I'm going to get out of this, you guys, so I can go back to here. So I can stop with my second monitor because it's driving me crazy. Okay. Almost knocked over my coffee. Okay, so I'm done with that second monitor stuff. If you guys, anybody coming in wants to see that, they can go back in the video and see it. Okay, so Texas EquiSearch, Melinda, I don't think they do water. Shady Booty says it looked deep enough to have babies, but yes, I believe it's at least a couple feet deep. Darlene says I'm gonna go. Darlene says I'm gonna go and put my toe in and find out. Yeah, good luck with that, my dear. Love you. Rosie says the boys are not in the area. I believe they are. I believe they are. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I'm just stating mine and why, and I think I brought forth enough that makes it a very huge possibility that this is where they are. Joaquin Diaz says, Lord, where are you? I'm in Canada. Rosie, yeah, Rosie thinks that they're not there. This is, like I said, I've done this read since day one. I've been drawn to that park in Cal City. I believe that that is where they are, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I believe that there's been a lot of distractions. Oh. Okay, Rosie said, Willow, I was talking about Adventures with Purpose. Oh, okay. That they're not in what area, Rosie? I don't think they're, I don't know how, if they're even near California City. So Shady Booty says, XOXO, love the Angels of Truth. It's a great name. Yep. And it's funny because I made my logo when I first started my channel way back, like June or July. And I used these angel wings. So now what I've done is I've got a store where I use just the angel wings. I've taken out the wording above and beyond ancestor, and I put these angel wings on the back of all my sweatshirts, hoodies, shirts, and everything, because I believe when my subs said, you know, what should we name ourselves? Angels of Truth. I wanted to give everybody their own angel wings. So there you go. That was why I put, that's why I brought that up about my logo and everything. And it's like, it just fit. It has nothing to do with any case in particular. That is my logo. And that's why I decided when I put my logo on the back of all my merch, I was not going to put the wording with the wings, the way you see it on my logo. I think there's some with it in small print down below or on the front, very small lettering, because I wanted the angel wings to be the focus. Yes, and I've got the zip up hoodies, and I also got the pullover hoodies now available. So, I mean, if you guys want to go and check out my store, it's free to go and check out. But I personally like the gold angel wings on black. They really pop. So I wanted to give all my Angels of Truth their own set of wings. So that's why I did it, because I got a lot of people asking me, well, how come you don't have above and beyond ancestor readings like you do on your logo? How come that's not on the logos that are on the shirts? Because I wanted the focus to be the wings, you guys, for you guys. Yes. And I want to thank, there's been a lot of people getting your shirts and sweatshirts, and I want to thank each and every one of you. They are beautiful. I love them. I'm not saying you have to purchase them, but go on over to my bonfire site and check them out just to see them. They are. I love them. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you want to buy one, I appreciate it, but you're not obligated in any way, shape, or form. Thanks for coming in, Megan. See, Erica Lewis says, they said the boys, who said, number one, but they said the boys are inside a cooler with weights or rocks. I believe that they are inside of something. They were put into something with rocks or something and thrown in that water. I don't know if it's coolers. I don't know if it's duffel bags. I don't know if it's garbage bags. No, Des, it takes too much for me to transfer them from my phone to my computer to the live. If they want to see what they look like, they can head over and check them out on my bonfire site. But what I want you guys to do is take a picture of yourself with the shirt or sweatshirt or whatever you purchase. Take a picture of yourself, and maybe I'll do a collage and get you guys all up on a live one day, and I'll show all the pictures. Give you guys all a shout out to who's bought the shirts. If you want to be on live, send me email. Take a picture of yourself and send it to me in email, so I can make like a collage and put it up during one of my lives of all you guys in your merchandise, in your shirts, your sweatshirts, your masks, your hoodies. Dorothy asks, is there a dock area in that lake? Yes, there is, but I don't think that, I don't think he'd put himself out there to be seen throwing something in around a dock. You know what I mean? It'd be too easy to be found or seen. That's why I said I believe they were thrown in the water behind the baseball diamond. Yeah, from what I heard, you guys, that there's going to be multi-million-dollar lawsuits happening. Okay, let me see. No, I can't. I'm going to attach the video that I showed you guys where there's a woman there that's taking the video footage of the police doing their search warrant yesterday. I will put that link in the description of this video once I'm done the live, so you guys can go and watch it if you want. Oh, thanks, D. Oops, Shady Booty. Boats can go in the waters deep enough to have something weighted down and hidden. Yes, I do believe, Shady Booty, that the water is in the area where I believe he tossed them in. I believe it's at least maybe 2-3 feet. Now that area that I believe that they're in is far enough from the dock area. So yeah, the dock area is farther up. So I do believe that area would be a lot deeper up near the dock area, but down where near the baseball diamond, I believe it's a little shallower. So I don't know. It could all be very deep for all I know. I don't know. Hi, Julie. Love you too. Yeah, see, Plain Jane says the area where you think the boys are, it's hard to get to, and people rarely go over there. Plain Jane, I don't think it's hard to get to if you were intentionally going to that specific area, because there's bushes, there's like a little path, and there's bushes behind that baseball diamond. I believe days before he killed them there, I believe he put stuff there that he was planning on putting their bodies in once he did the deed. I believe they were killed in that bush area and then dragged, taken through the bush and tossed in the water right there. So, but yes, it's not, I agree with you, Plain Jane, it is not easily seen, and people, it's not an area where people would go to for really any reason, because there's a lot of weeds and stuff like that. So even I like to fish there, you'd get your rod stuck in the trees and bush and brush and everything that's there. So it is a very good area for him to be able to dump them, kill them and dump them, and be like, he's in a park. Nobody's going to think any different. Willow, please respond. Anyone? Sorry, Shauna, I'm trying to, I've been scrolling and yeah, retired Sergeant Melinda says y'all need to remember too that he was once a soldier. Okay, so Shauna, Willow, please respond. Anyone? There has to be a diving company that will donate their time for this. Has anyone inquired? I live thousands of miles away. Shauna, I live in Canada. I feel ya. And yes, we have mentioned Adventures with Purpose. I don't know if we can get them out there, but yes, we have discussed that. Okay, and I'm scrolling, so that's why if I haven't got to your comment, that's why, because I've missed a whole bunch and I'm trying to get through. The comments. The comments. So I believe. Okay, here we go. Shauna. Adventures with Purposer in Tennessee. They will be back before Valentine's Day. So there you go. We don't want just anybody going to this area. We want somebody who can record it and who is experienced in this type of thing. And I think Adventures with Purpose would be perfect. Thank it's Mr. Thank you. Whoops. I am tried to send super chat, but just stalling. By the way, can you change the color of your pointer? A loud color so this old lady. Huh? How do I do that? Missy, are you kidding me? This will be like I will have Des on FaceTime, and Des will have to go step by step with me on how to change the color of my pointer. So maybe Des will be able to do that with me, or I might be able to figure it out. Darlene says AV Watchman would do it. We've been trying to get him to do it, Darlene, and he's just not interested in the area. And I don't think they have, they don't have the stuff that would be needed to get into the water and dive. Okay, wait. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't blow up my phone. Hang on. Okay, hang on, you guys. I'm going to go and see if I can do this. Can I change my pointer? Change my, what do you call it? My mouse pointer. Change my mouse pointer. Open control panel. Enter ease of access. Change how your mouse works. Choose new mouse pointer in the options. Okay, control panel, ease of access. Okay, let's see if I can do this, guys. Let's go to my control panel. Where's my control panel? Control panel. I'm trying. Give me a second. Control panel. Ease of access. Ah. Okay. Guess what I found? Okay, give me a second, guys. Extra large. White. How do I change the color? Okay. I don't know. Okay, let's go back to let's go back to Earth. Let's see if I did it. Nope. Sorry. It didn't change. I have the instructions, Des. Don't text me. Don't text me. My phone's going to go crazy again. Okay. Control panel. Let's try this again. Ease of access. Change how your mouse works. I've got it on extra large white because I don't know how to change the color. Told you I'm a dummy when it comes to this, but I did click on extra large white and I clicked apply. And my mouse doesn't, unless I got to do a restart for it to take effect. I don't know, but I've tried. So I went to, yeah, control panel, ease of access, changed my pointer, and I changed it to large, and by what I'm seeing right now, it's still the same size. So I will try and figure it out, unless I have to restart for it to take effect. I don't know. Okay, hang on. Settings. Okay, let's go to settings then. Settings. Let's see, I'm going to try it this way now. Find a setting. Cursor and pointer. Cursor. Change mouse pointer size. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Change color. Woohoo! Okay. Okay, let's try this again, you guys. Let's go to share screen. Oh, this is weird. You guys kidding me? Look at my mouse pointer now. Uh-oh. It's not showing now on my screen. You guys can't see this, can you? Right? It's not showing. When I changed my cursor, you guys, it's now not showing at all. Yeah, it's not showing at all. Pick a custom pointer color. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. It's showing on my screen, guys, but when I go to share screen, I'll try it one more time. Yes, Dee, I'm able to change it, but then when I go to my sharing of screen, okay, watch. Share screen, screen one, share. I'm going to go to Google Earth. See, my pointer still looks tiny. See? My pointer still looks tiny. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Unless I've got to change it on this one here. Hang on, let me see. I'm trying, you guys. Look at. Okay. I'm changing it to huge. See how huge it is? It's not showing up as huge as I'm seeing it. It's showing up as small. Okay, so I've got everything there. Let's go a little bit smaller, not quite that big. There's nowhere, look at you guys, when I scroll, there is nowhere for me to save. I go all the way down to the bottom. I've got additional mouse settings, get help, get feedback. There's nowhere here where it says save. Make visual feedback for touch points darker and larger. That's what that says. On the left side. On the left side? No. There's nowhere even on the left side where it says save. Cursor and pointer. No, there's nowhere here where it says save, guys. So I'm going to go back to what I had because it's just not working. And now it's not showing up at all on my second screen. It's not showing up. So now I don't know what I did. So I'm just going to end it because I'm going to get mad with it. I don't know. We'll see when once I'm off the live, because I'm going to be getting off I'm going to get offline there shortly because I've got a lot to do. So I will try and figure it out once I'm offline, and hopefully it saves when I reboot. Don't worry about it, Missy. I'll figure it out. Hey, I figured out StreamYard's pretty good, so yeah, see, there we go. Des says we'll figure it out on FaceTime later. But yeah, so you guys, I'm gonna close this up. Thanks for spending 2 hours with me this morning. We are now into the afternoon, so I'm gonna get off the stream and go and get, like I said, I was asked to do a read, so there'll be a public read coming up this afternoon on Jessica Stacks. And thank you everybody for your donations today, and thank you for joining the memberships. Like I said, I'm trying to get that going too, you guys, because I'm going to have some members only stuff that I'm going to be bringing out. I've been swamped with this Orrin and Orson case and the attachment I have to this case because I want to find these boys. It's just been overwhelming. So I have to do this Jessica Stacks read. All I know is she was with her boyfriend. She went missing on the Tallahatchie River or something in Albany, Mississippi. So I'm going to get that read done now, you guys. I'm going to go and do that now and get it up and posted. Once the read's done, I've got to do a thumb for it. I've got to get a description for it. So I'm going to have to do some investigation on that case once the read is done, so I can give you guys some information regarding it. I haven't been able to look into it yet. All I got to go on is what the person sent me, and something about she was with her boyfriend in a boat on a river, and she went missing, never to be seen again. And this happened the beginning of January. So let me get back to that read. Let me get that read done, get my investigation stuff done on it. And if you haven't hit subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because I will be going and doing a lot of lives as information comes to me. And that will help you see when the new information is coming out. Yeah, Bakersfield. Personally, like, and this is not, no ill intent. I'm not interested in Bakersfield because I don't believe they're there. But I think they're getting some good information going there from, and that's where the adoptive parents are now. So I think putting some heat on them in Bakersfield and talking with neighbors and stuff in Bakersfield, I think is a good thing. So he's going to get some information there, but I really do not believe that they are in Bakersfield. I don't believe the boys are there. And like I said, the beginning of this video, the nearing ending of this video, I've explained why I've been drawn to this California City Park since day one, and I have not left that. My cards have not brought me from there, so that's where I am. No, Ashley, I haven't heard anything more on the Alexis Sharkey. The last I know is the autopsy was released, and she died of strangulation, so it has now become a murder homicide. I have been watching on that. I also have been watching, where's my phone? The Letitia Stout and Dave Dumbbell case. I know Letitia is going for that hearing, for the proof evident presumption great hearing. It has been set for March 11th. But I also know, and that should be streamed. I also am waiting on a date because Letitia wants a conflict hearing date. So she's putting in a motion, and I believe that's she's saying that Letitia's trying to say that there's a conflict between her and her lawyers, that she wants a new lawyer. So she has until February 1st to file a motion to have a conflict hearing on that motion. If she doesn't file by the 1st of February, then it's squashed. The next date would be March 11th, which is the proof evident presumption great hearing, where they will also be reinstating that no bond. And at that time, I think it's going to be a prelim. Now, I don't know if that is going to be streamed. I guess it's being fought about that right now, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. So I'll keep you up to date on anything I do find out regarding the Alexa Sharkey, regarding Letitia Stout, regarding the dumbbells. I'm on it, and anything with the Orrin and Orson West case. So I've dropped a whole bunch of other stuff, guys, to be able to get on and cover this, because I wanted to let you guys know that the skeletal remains that were found, I believe it was about 35 miles from the Orrin and Orson West home. The police have said that they don't believe that it has anything to do with the West case. Okay, and I wanted to touch on the search warrant that was executed yesterday at the home. So as soon as I hear more on that, you guys, I will let you know. I'm on it. Okay, so thank you guys for coming out and spending a couple hours with me this morning. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for joining the memberships, and thank you for all your support. Again, thank you, Des. Love you, girl, for being here and being my right hand through all this. Thank you, Mr. for all your information, and Darlene, I tried. Thank you for trying to help me with this cursor thing. I don't know. I may reset my computer and my cursor may be the size of my monitor. I don't know. But thank you all for coming out. Thank you for your support. And until the next time, take care of yourselves and stay safe. I expect to see you all here. And I still have my live coming up tomorrow, also at 1 p.m. Eastern, for the chit chat and subscriber mini reads. So be sure to come and check me out then tomorrow too. Okay? Thank you guys. Stay safe, stay warm, and take care of yourselves until the next time. Love you much. Bye-bye for now.